is a very well-resourced person. In fact, what Church of Pentecost why inshira ama asafuno anasa sorry no pa bebre. In prayer yakasa the area deacon for Kaswa area, I war central region part of Ghana, and is doing extremely well. And now working for EcoBank as the managing director for EDC investment in EcoBank. Now, this man is quite very difficult to get hold of. He's always on the move and he's enriching people with good teachings on finances. And it's a pleasure that Ananyumre Yensa Etumi Akano. In fact, I have to go through a national head to be able to get hold of him. And that is how far I've been trying to chase him up to get hold of him to help us in some of these things that we need to know. I am a nika ohumbe brain say, o kan sikasem chi se nyamesem. Se onipa kan sikasem chi se nyamesem na ma wani je se me kondo se menye sika wo nyame kwan so na mesie na ma de me ho na menye a burden obviously to myself and to the family. For that reason, I've really been following his teachings and his golden nuggets that he drops out. He speaks in many radio stations and TV stations as well in Ghana and other places as well. And then you said we've got our own elder Paul Mante in Temna. I said our friend and said about with both the Akan language and English language, about form boko. No, I can't see Kasem. What can see Kasem on Yamia Semu? And yeah, Nikan say, I am in time, Pelbia. About church is Kasem, and so Ninyamia Semo de Fatan. I don't know why you're careful. Your mind gets swayed too much. And if you are not careful, you even lose your fellowship with the Lord. But where the Okan Sikasem, a man Yamia Semuso, a dine a tea, a woman. Yabasa, a mre bebrena, you mreno, yes, say Benyam Mreno. Yamreno, we want to hand over to our dear Elder Paul Mante, na onia fasa and churchimu. Amen. Amen. Elder Paul, please, if you are there, we humbly ask you to take over.
Thank you and praise the Lord to you. So I will share my screen quickly. To have quality, my lightning is a little poor. So I'll switch off my video and I'll share my screen. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Excellent.
Okay, good. We want to thank God for this evening, and we want to thank Pastor and National Head for this invitation. Mejidi se enyomre mre kakra yebedino ebeye inshira kase ama opa ebeye inshira kase na se nyame nam we mu ye inshira ma wa na enam sofo ne National Head a omo ye sa hihye ni sofo mpanyifo district executives nyame inshira mo bebre understanding financial management to enrich family life. I would start with a few questions and Mr. say, oh, webinar you saw say, oh, sorry, baby, or dofubia only webinar you saw quickly send in a WhatsApp, send a flyer and a manner, not on jump on board quickly because let me start with a few questions. Did you know that most of the things we buy and call assets are really liabilities? Nyama bebre wa ya yekoto a na yesi ato ejapade no onim se pen bebre na ye eka na ye disika koto. Did you know that you could have very good academic results and have a good job but become financially poor? Na chese obetumi akọ school about degree nipa bebre about degree but sikasem no enko ye. And did you know that most employees cannot survive for 3 months without a paycheck? Now there is an important question I want to ask. It's not a question most people will want to hear, but it's an important question I asked myself the year 2006. And it's an important question I want everybody to reflect on. What is the question? Question is and they are yeah casino and let me check that and they are no. So 1 year you may bioma from 27th March and they are how many months and I'll bet you survive how many months can you survive without salary? A rich man once said, if you took all the money in the world and divided it equally among everybody, it will soon be back in the same pocket it was before. So, ufa we are sitting now chen pepe and omo anom ye sikafo no besa ye sikafo na omo anom ye hiafo no besa ye hiafo bio. And Robert Kiyosaki so say money is one form of power. But what is even more powerful is financial education. Money comes and money goes. But if you have the education about how money works, you gain power over it and you can begin building wealth. Sika and we here powerful. But the hunya kasiya no nye sika ne hunya kasiya no eye nimdia e wo sika ho. Sika de beba na akọ na mom ye wo nimdia e fa sika ho a e ma ye tumi e ma ye tumi this tumi e fa so e ma sika enyini. Oh, say sika sembe ko ye wo fie be ko ye wa brabo mu a me gidie pa ni se gina nyama mienu so. Two important things. Ye di kind here the God factor. The God factor, the God factor, the God factor. We God factor the free mind. When you say God can bring one person your way and you will live like a king or a queen for the rest of your life. And it is my firm conviction. But you see, it is part of the God factor. Because some yes, our program, you know. You could have been on admission in the hospital. You could have been elsewhere and not partake in this program. You know, into the God factor is very important. But how you God factor is appropriate information. I am going to be focusing on the appropriate information this evening. But I want to put on record that the God factor is very important. You hear mindset, you hear some keys, you hear some strategies and then we can enrich our finances so far as the family is concerned. My foundational scripture here, Ephesians 3:20. Ephesians 3:20. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. All we ask or imagine. Ask or imagine. Ask or imagine. According to his power that is at work within us. Other translations say, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or imagine. And when God opened my eyes to this scripture, I say ask or imagine. Not just say, nyama bi wo wa ye betumi abɔ ho mpae. Nyama bi so wa ye tumi de yadwe ni susu na nyame na mu no wa ye. Imagination is very important in Nkomo because you see the law of first creation. Or see idea bi a yebɔ no mienu. Ye di kind yebɔ wa adwenem. Answer ya bɔ ne etosumi. The law of first creation. Everything is created twice. First mentally and second physically. Without the first creation, you cannot have the second creation. When the kind bɔ wa adwenem a ne etosumi no may I encourage you and I beseech you by the mercies of God. Imagine it, think it, that your financial future is going to be big. It's going to be great. Imagine being a pound millionaire. Imagine it. Imagine it. Imagine being a millionaire, a pound sterling millionaire. Imagine it. What will be to me to me so let the mind do the first creation and the second creation will follow. Traditionally, thinking is get a good education, go school. Who go school papa with some secure benefits. We now this 60 and no pension, no home, and now depending on country, crowd who do pension age and no pension for. But agreeing it doesn't work in the year 2021. What is the new way of thinking in the year 2021? The child of God, the believer, the tongue-speaking Christian must plan personal finances. As I said, As a so plan you seek asem, as a so manage you seek asem. Na nienti a wo manage you seek asem and now planning is so that you'll be able to do three important things. One, you'll be able to save. One, you'll be able to save. You can't savings, your children said deferred consumption. Sika yendi na your savings. Sika yendi na your savings. Into no say over 10,000 pounds, over 10,000 Ghana cedis. Now the two are another 10 years. Over now we saw 10,000. But instance nyama bo to me pejani muntino. Ebi anasika na ho den swati. So it's not enough to save. Beyond savings, we encourage you to invest. Investment just as kind of way saving. What the best business we want now the best financial assets we are adding for so beba. But I can see a party I investing and I yet to 2 years is to become financially independent. Financial independence, you could then financial independence, your children say you do mpempen swobia ya nye juma for bosumi ake to ya bioma ye bobo bra pepepe. You do mpempen swobia ya nye juma for bosumi ake to ya bioma ye bobo bra pepepe. You do some pempen swona na you see you are financially independent. Not just some pempen swona we do no. Either say what dan be out there renting and our investment be a dem fasoba. But sikane free oba enya bosumi adwuma ketua no edo so sen ne wo hia wo de bebo obra bosumi bia udu some pempenso na see you are financially independent. And my prayer is that God will grant you the grace to become financially independent. God will grant you the knowledge and the wisdom. Nyame be ye wadom no ama wo sra wo de bede hu wo sika semu a o Kristo ni bi ni call is oni webinar iso a obeye akwama sika. Somebody say me and amen. And just to explain the concepts, and I encourage you, my comments or questions and chat box them. Comment the questions, it makes it easier for us to pick it. Number one. Number two, a boy suma rain fee question and person baby sir, and our comment be our when we say a shall see participants, let's shoot quickly to 66. I encourage you, if you have a loved one, if you have a son, you have a daughter, a husband, a wife who is not on this webinar, quickly send the flyer to the person and let the person jump on board. It reduces the pressure on you. So if you have a loved one, let him come on board and it will help that loved one. Into financial independence, so let me break it down. Into your fund, we have 4,000. 4,000. Just and this is just for the purposes of explanation. We have 4,000 cedis a month and 4,000 pounds a month. Would they believe your desired lifestyle? Near say I feel you have 48,000. This is just to explain it. Now, if you have 300,000, now between your 20% interest. And over 60,000 when you need 48,000. Not just in first one what interest no so and also see near the whole concept of financial independence. Nise nyamebe boa na nyamebe ye wadom a obe peja wo sika semu na sika sem na dum pempensuo bi a wanye juma for bosumi aketua obeba obra pepepe. Don't get me wrong, we are not teaching that we raise some Christians almost I am lazy, I'm not working. No, what we are teaching is that we would have choices on what we want to do with our time. We have choices on what we want to do with our time. When we get to that point, we would work because we want to work. We won't work because we need to work. The motivation of what is driving us does not become bread and butter. It does not become paying your bills, but it becomes fulfillment. You are doing it because you enjoy doing it. That is the level you can go to, and you can go to pastor and say, man of God, whatever, Sika is not a problem. I have time on my hands. I have bought time. Somebody say me an amen. I'll walk you through 7 keys very quickly. 7 keys that will help you to 7 keys to enrich family finances and financial independence. 7 keys. Key number 1, I know you are on mute, but I will encourage you. It's a psychological exercise as well. I encourage you that we'll rehearse the keys together. Into key number 1, take a decision to become financially independent.
Take a
decision to become financially independent.
Oh, I need power from you. Can we rehearse it together?
Take
a decision
to
become financially independent.
Great. You see, poverty and riches are both based on decisions. How is the decision taken? If you don't decide to become financially independent, financial challenges is likely to be the default. So one year what green pass and it's not an issue with the amount of the salary, and I will explain it very soon. And the truth is that the lack of money is a major source of stress in our lives and relationships. And then thank God for prayer and fasting. But you can pray and fast and still die of hunger. You can pray and fast and still go through family challenges because of finances. We need to come to the realization that money is very important. Financial independence is a choice. And I encourage you, I beseech you by the mercies of God, make that choice today on the 27th of March, 2021. Make a pledge to yourself and say that I would become financially independent. God is my helper. I shall become financially independent. And you see, so you either make the choice or not. But once you make the choice, there are rules of engagement, and you must be willing to abide by the rules of engagement. And I am going to share with you the rules of engagement. Simple, they are not rocket science. Simple things I'll bring your attention to. If you follow them, you are going to be fine. Who said money is not important? No. Who said money is not important? Life is not all about money, I know, but money must be understood. Almost everything physical can be answered with money. Methodist Church. The video be a man of God. I will share with you so you can share on the church platform. Interesting video. Now, China China, I almost say almost railway line, high speed railway from China to the US. And if you know where China is and where US is, almost far apart, but almost railway line through the sea. You can travel by train from China to the US, and it's going to cost them, I think, about $200 billion. Look, money will give you the ability to do more things. And more things here means more things. And it means more things, including more things. Money will give you access to better healthcare facilities. And I even understand money can make marriage better. True or false?
True.
Not true.
I like that one. Not true.
Yeah,
Money can make marriage better. I had the corporate seminar now with the company be, and I because money can make marriage better. I can't yana lady be pejanensa. O pejanensa na because we be question. Or make a funny but interesting statement. Mekaya ya mesre. Asema o pejanensa kind is also Mr. Mante. Even romance without money is equal to annoyance.
Absolutely.
Romance without money is equal to annoyance. And my papa can send me, and also you can laugh over it. Or say, my son, Paul, our wives, our women, they don't eat I love you.
They need money.
Exactly. So you can't keep saying, thank you. You can't keep saying, I love you, I love you, I love you. And what you know if you're banning BB here, we say I love you. On to me if I love you, see just on Wendy. It will show love, but a do baby and Sikam here. Sikam my acquire my yet to me better educational facilities. And there's a classical story I keep sharing. 2009, many youth phobic Kasa in a youth camp. I spoke on the topic "See You at the Top." We are a young lady, a teenager, beautiful young lady. Or by us elder in summer when you are channel elder Miss Serum Pewadam for. I'm saying, oh, young lady, that's no problem. You will take it seriously. I say, elder, just give me your number. I am in secondary school. I will make you proud. I'll make 8 A1s. 8 A1s is supposed to be the best results. It's me the number man. For results by the way, try 8 A1s. Then I'll person a medical doctor and cut forms for university. Admission by any dean. Yanko beside Koya, a sister obey a fee paying student. They are a fee paying 3,000 cedis. Some small money, 3,000 a year. But this young lady was the first daughter of a single mother of 4. Name my friend, me say, elder, there is no way I can raise the money. That young lady was home. Ogusuti Fiana school she made the best grades. Where the among find me for the language I'm going to use. But anytime I remember that lady, forgive me for the language, but one statement comes to mind. Poverty can make nonsense of intelligence. Poverty can make nonsense of intelligence. This young lady, Ogusu Ofiana school be here. Mibufu ye. Enti bebi a metumi ewura bia na me wura ho. Anya me ya me adom ma metumi boa no ye boa no ma nya late admission as a regular student. Ebusuafo mu nim say na ye ka say she's a medical student. She's a medical doctor. She's a medical doctor. And you know what? One day you may be in Ghana, you may go to the hospital, and it may be this young lady who may take care of you. But she was going to drop out of school. When the classes come here, it cannot end with clapping and jumping. Look at that. Proverbs 22:7. Proverbs 22:7. Proverbs 22:7. The Bible said, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a servant to the lender. Osikeni o hiafo so na ni obo besia no obo oye akwama ni abo the same besia. Proverbs. Let's pick another one. Oh, come on. Let's pick another one. Good. Proverbs 19:7. Proverbs 19:7. The Bible says the poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. And also a Bible more. Now here Genesis 45:27. Emra Jacob Suma and Emmanuel Somunko Egypt in Copeduane, Aumukoshia Omunia Bema, Joseph, no Simonko family papa mra, and Omumreno in my own thinking, or Mamu convoy, I look of Papa, and Omko reported to Omo Papa 45:27. And they told Jacob, they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when Jacob, their father, when he saw the wagons will represent the Mercedes, the Range Rovers of our time, the top of the range. When their father, when he saw the wagons, which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived. Look at that. Paying attention to your finances. Now, when you feed this short time, I will share with you. As I say, Obufu here, man so here so. When you free my possession, we are on na mana oni here kasa. Usi o here with tree so, when you were pampa so, when you meno to nkwanta ya pai. 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 1. The wife of a man from the company of the prophets cried out to Elisha, your servant, my husband is dead, and you know him. You know that he revered the Lord. You know my husband. You know he feared the Lord. But now his creditor is coming to take my 2 boys as his slaves. Maybe let me add the last scripture and we move on. Genesis 47:19. Okomaba Egypt. Okomaba Egypt. Na Egypt fuako Joseph onini din komo. Na tieni yesi 47:19 Genesis. Why should we perish before your eyes? We and our land as well. Buy us, Joseph, buy us, and our land in exchange for food. Buy us. Hey, buy us and our land in exchange for food. A Christopher Bebre have made this statement without knowing. Anytime you compromise on your Christian values because of the statement you are making unconsciously is buy us and our land in exchange for food. Se Christo ni ba bisa me ho akere me na no nti ojeja no ho na no se ne be ya ne ho be hehan ne kakra e buy us. Onyame manem pare se sika ahokire nti we will exchange our souls for money. Yes, you can say me. But see, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? What shall it profit a man? Ebusia follow. Yantisika semi years, yantisika semasia. Oh, Christ only can gain. In the process of gaining, you will lose. You will gain and lose. You will gain materially. You will gain financially. But in the process of gaining, what you will be doing is you will be saying buy us. So you will gain, but in the process, you will lose your soul. May God forbid that anybody on this call would exchange your soul for money. We won't take shortcuts. And we will make money genuinely. 3 things will hinder you from taking off. Let me come to the bottom of this slide. 3 things. I call them the 3 self-imposed limitations. Number 1, procrastination. Procrastination. Number 2, excuses. You can always find an excuse why you cannot do it. An excuse number 1 for a number of people is the salary is not enough. And number 3 is blame. You got to deal with these 3 self-imposed limitations. Procrastination, excuses, and then blame. Key number 2, plan your finances. Can we rehearse it together, please?
Plan your finances.
Thank you. You got to sit down. If you've never done that, you got to sit down and plan the family finances. One important question you need to ask yourself, say, where do I find myself today? You need to know where you are. Who knows where you are? You need to ask yourself, where do I want to find myself the next 10 years, the next 15 years? And how do I get there? These are important questions you need to sit down and reflect. If it means you need to take a day off just to think about finances, please do that. When we talk about financial plan, it's basically a systematic process that considers important elements of an individual's financial affairs, the various income sources, the assets, the investment, the debt, the liabilities, current and future obligations, in order to fulfill your financial goals. And you see, as you go through the journey of life, you require planning and plan for anything that is important to you. Whether you're a young student on this webinar, or you're on retirement, or you have adult children not yet retired, it requires financial planning. And plan for anything that is important to you. But there are 5 areas that are important to me. Area number 1 is retirement plan. Whether you like it or not, you will retire one day. The statistics I see here on people who are on pension is scary. The last time I checked, for all the people in pension in Ghana, monthly pension are 52%. Now monthly pension is less than 500 cedis, which is less than $100, less than £100 a month. And people come to the office and they weep. My age for 35 years. Me call retirement. My age for 30 years. Your retirement is your own responsibility. You got to plan for your old age. What planning for your old age are? It can influence your health and probably prolong your life. We can flip the coin. There are people, if you retire, now be retire. Now you retire, you are not a burden on your children. You retire, you are living a comfortable life. You retire, you can invite your grandchildren home and tell your children that I am going on vacation with my grandchildren. Many of them call Singapore, many of them call Israel, many of them call Dubai, many of them call Akwekrum, many of them always visit the place, Mars Morrow.
Bahamas,
and old man and old woman, you are paying for everything. Grandchildren. Look, you will be fulfilled. I am telling you, your emotional health will be so strong, and it will influence your physical health, and you will live longer. But when you retire, when you retire, organize normal mobilize and see to a drama. When you retire, now electricity bill, do baby I just saw my baby. I feel fra ma omonfa and ushe with you and I to say one mobra, ask my mobra, it can kill you before your time. But my prayer is that for those of us on this call, we will retire and will be a blessing to our children, we will not be a burden on our children. Somebody say me an amen.
Amen.
Look,
amen.
there is a man be a Messias here to 26 a man in 2008. Now kind of be 10 years no I retire. And I send a plan of retirement and now committed to the plan. And now December 2017 or retire. January 2018 or some member of here in common and the he had a simple question. Paul, Sikana wo check him out, say interest and I'm busumi biya. And I'm check here. Now onya 60,000 cedis every month as interest. 60,000 Ghana cedis every month. That is close to 10,000 pounds every month. And also win him says Sasika win a month as he said my retirement. Busumi sumbia to your 30,000 guma account. Now I'm fine me how far. Now I'm sure 30,000 saying 30,000. Oh, the other also do. Also 30,000 maybe. Now I'm still ready saying also maybe. Now my retirement plan is to spend 1,000 a day. 1,000 a day. 1,000 a day. Naturally saying not just every day 1,000. No, by a friend is 30 days. No, 30,000 into a 30,000 every month. 30,000 every month. 30,000 every month. As I grab or Jaya says, yeah, casino or give 40,000 a month or retirement 40,000 a month every month. Let me try to convert to the pound. I'll use exchange rate of 8 just for the purposes of our discussion. We use exchange rate of 8 now. They say he comes to take 40,000 every month divided by 8. That is about 5,000 pounds. When you pension, when you the national pension, where your one investment on the side, or better 5,000 pounds every month. Me boa me papa bi no ye sofo e no tutu ni sika sema no call retirement no ba fie oba office on na yire say ye beda wase waboa ye pa na mum ye request na am say papa request when am wo almost say ye pese ye to your dream car I'm sure dream car ben am up see a Land Cruiser V8 and to Land Cruiser V8 to no na ofre me say hey Paul car me dey too kwan na me say papa na car na say do you like it ti answer them me say meba say you wo car and you wo car Land Cruiser car no ofre car no joso. You are already at the crossroads. You have a life-changing decision to make. Will you create the retirement you want, or you will take what shows up? If you don't create what you want, you won't like what shows up. Second area of planning, plan for housing. Men, yes, I mistake we. Ukwaji mortgage, so 7-bedroom house we. Now I get to hear this ropa, ube to ya win to ya read that or say yes to beba. I encourage you, it's important to buy your house, a simple 3-bedroom house is fine for the average worker. But make a house as a man of God, mistake bakwa ebusiafo wa brochire bebre ye ne se ye adwumaden wo ho ne abesi dan kase Ghana. Na we ebusiafo team. Na ye si dan kase we ebusiafo team na they don't even pay the utilities. Bosumi so a wa wo ye adwuma in the snow. I mean, you're too quiet, kakra. Until we know what you people go through abroad to make a pound. Your first can't check. You will work hard for every pound. Now, why you Jumano be see that way now? Crow 14 near catch us say we are saying first cabra my NCSC near catch us say utility as so first cabra or team after baby no oh person bad down who to a problem. Meaning, if you follow the story, my baby. We see that wa and no said a dino person ton na caretaker house boy be na tifi ho and no bag Ghana no yes so person ton dino. Do you know say caretaker house boy ni ku papa no? Just because I want not say I was in the US and I'm call a presentation match church be. Na me wie no na madam from Nigeria na be see enko ni fie enko have lunch. And ye call ye no no, this video because or video. Video no, it was a video of a huge story building. And I catch him says building na me who na the building was Nigeria. Na osi one village. Say I think it was 11-bedroom house or something. The Maya 5. Maybe I will be coffee and say you be a baby yada. But no Kurani said osi is 11-bedroom ni we one village no. On the man enko Nigeria da. Omugusu ti US. And ebusuafo na acha dan na fa Nigeria. And I catch him say Paul, when you were speaking in church, I felt so stupid. I felt so bad because you were talking to me. Ebusuafo, you cannot work hard now. What besi dan kese wa Ghana now with UK and other people enjoy the benefit of your hard labor. Look, cash is king. Who was the kind of bagan and then also person cash is king. Who was the kind and now bagan and also person I've seen here in Ghana 1 month in Crawford Diary, 2 months in Crawford Diary. You have the money, you can raise it. Don't make this mistake of working hard. It's unfortunate I am hammering too much and spending too much time here. But based on my experience and in my interaction with my folks abroad, it's a major problem. It's a major problem. Third area of planning. Plan for your children's education. Plan to give the children quality education. Very, very important. Fourth area of planning. Plan to give back to society. Plan for charity. Plan to give back to the church. Be a blessing to somebody. God blesses us to be a blessing. God doesn't bless us so we will be so rich and it ends there. We'll be rich, but God blesses us so we'll be a blessing. Hallelujah. So when God blesses you, you need to give back. When to me and more be a gift to the church because it's a way of giving back. The church has a system where the money will end up supporting other people. And the final area of planning, under my key number 2, I will run a little fast so I can complete what I call high life. As some high life in na say busia for unye sika so adibi. There are some of us that they be a make too. A double job, a triple, a juma sa, obeda 5 hours, 6 hours. Now we juma, they be a breast a juma na a juma dina wa yeno. Unya daji na we dibi. I encourage you, you work hard, make time, and chop some of the money. Pamper yourself. Once in a while, take a good vacation. Assembly o mitrimu ne kaya din. Ne kaya din o. Ne kaya din. So mu mama ho kwan ya meka. So for mama kwan ya meka.
Elder kan. Kanina.
Also for a Christopher bebre aware nyina te say triangle. Aware ne ye asori efie ejuma. Asori efie ejuma yaware 10 years. Asori efie ejuma yaware 20 years. Asori efie ejuma yaware 30 years. Asori efie ejuma yako pension. Into your church work home side yako pension na ye straight line. Asori efie. You will find very few Christians who go on vacation, go on a good vacation. Menem meyere yako blow time. God opened my eyes to in the year 2014. Don't wait till your spouse die and spend money on a big funeral to honor your spouse. Men chen ma ukunu, men chen ma uyiriwu. No wa ye a year kasiye na nyina ne se mesha mikuna ni onyam, mesha mire ni onyam, nipa ne ni da hono, manindi sika ni bi. Ye nye sika yendi bi. Life is short. Would be 100 years Christ still short compared to eternity. A drop in the ocean. One round would the sa miracle to us and after Dr. Akacho said, Mendi meko, Mendi a siture, Mendi in Chile, Mendi way. Now we say we yahaba. I encourage you, you make money chop some. Take a vacation, travel to somewhere you haven't been to before. Oh, plan here. You buy your ticket and it's so cheap. I am telling you, I have gone on vacation every year since the year 2014 with my wife. And I encourage you. High life is important for your health. High life bar and the new energy bar and the new fire and the new vim. I encourage you. Make time for high life. Make time for a vacation. Once in a while, follow a good restaurant. Once in a while, Fawuku look a good restaurant and go and have a good meal. Yeah, the receipts no brewer, £100, £200. Oh, see, yes, I did it. I encourage you. High life is important. Key number 3, pay yourself, invest or win force. What do we do with the so-called salary? We work hard. Once we make money, we start distributing the money. Landlord, Ghana Water, ECG, utility bills. I mean, I'm using Ghana, but I'm sure you can connect. So we work hard only to redistribute the money. So a lot of people work hard, money comes and we redistribute, just like central government. And people will tell you it's because the salary is not enough. But you see, there is a law called the Parkinson law. Parkinson law, but over retire no none what children. Parkinson law, they say upeja brabona. Upeja nipa upeja ni sika sema. No no so upeja na brabona ni sika na bweni. Upeja ni sika sema no no so upeja na brabo. And I tested this in the church. I think last year or last 2 years. Ne kwa sorry bi na mbisa say mo amu ha mu ntumi in save na mo invest. Esa sa ketua ne nya enough mo ma me hwe mo nsa. E na mo nyina peja o mo nsa. Na misa bi say say mumu ahi na wuji bisa ketua ne doubled from a na ebeso mu peja mensa omu nyina peja o monsa say ketua ne double ebeso omu. Oh okay na me from mu 10 na me mo omu nyina paper so bi anchro na ketua ma me ebusuafo 10 na me from ne na ketua so wo mpa na oje 350 cedis a month. 350 a month near less than £50 a month. Or no or say double ebeso no betimi invest. But almost no about 5,000 a month. Or no about £625 a month. Or no say enough, a double episode. Omombe jina hona na bako ji 11,000 cedis a month. 11,000 a month, no. About £1,380 a month. Or no sense, no, into watch. Neoje less than £50 a month. This is so double a besono. Neoje £1,380, about £1,400 a month. No, or no sense, and so double a besono. Almost ni anana ketu ya sumo mupano. Or 20,000 cedis a month, which is about £2,500 a month. Neoje £2,500 no sense. So ebusuya for aketu bia and you are besuye. Just say yesuya se kakra na nyamedi amaye no. We can live within it and we can save and invest. And I recommend the 10, 20, 70 principle, which you are 10% we are. I can be about 20% of that income must be for investment. Minimum 20%, minimum 20%, minimum 20%. And then the 70% can be for all other things. And invest windfalls. A windfall is any money you haven't budgeted to receive, because you would have lived your life without that money. I can forward baby almost say only the wise bite bones out of eggs. Money is like an egg. You can consume it all today, or you can hatch your egg into a chicken, and the chicken will grow, and you can bite bones out of that chicken. What you have effectively done or indirectly done is to bite bones out of your eggs. And let's look at this first statement. Just look at this first statement. Within every income, there is food and seed. Just like in most fruits, you will find seed and food. The food is for consumption, and seed is for sowing or investment. The pathetic story for a number of Christians is that we consume both the food and the seed found within our income. If we manage, if we will reach our family finances, you got to separate your seed from your food. Don't consume both, else there will be no future. You want a solid future, you got to sow the seed. You got to plant the seed. You got to invest the seed. Key number 4, watch your spending habit. Watch your spending habit. Anytime you are spending money, ask yourself, is it worth spending this money? If I don't spend this money, what will happen? Because every expenditure can be cut down between 1 and 70%. Every expenditure can be cut down. You see, let me make an important statement. Your salary must dictate what you eat, not your appetite. Can I take it again? Your salary,
Yes.
Your salary must dictate what you eat, not your appetite. You see, you can never become financially independent. You can never enrich your family finances if you don't deal with the demon of competition. We are here, maybe. We are Sifie Wagana, SME Sifie. We are Toka, we Metobi. Look, you are not in competition with anybody. You got to declare your own path and follow your path. It's as simple as that. Let's watch simple things like utilities. We can bring the bills down on our utilities if we pay attention to them. Don't borrow to consume. We borrow to do things that will bring back money. Assembly womitri meka. Don't borrow for a wedding. Don't borrow for a wedding. Else you will be starting your marital life in a pit. After all, the first miracle Jesus performed was changing water to wine at the wedding, because the wine got finished. Even in the days of Jesus, not in Sasa or wedding, as your days. Don't live your life to impress anybody. Put your children in schools you can afford. Let's learn not to throw away leftover food. These are simple things we may take for granted. Whenever you throw away leftover food, please note that it's not food you have thrown away. It is money you have thrown away. Go to the market with a shopping list. Go to the mall with a shopping list. It brings a lot of discipline in your spending habit. Don't confuse needs and wants. Focus on needs rather than wants. Get the whole family involved. Wife, husband, children. Sit down and discuss family finances. Teach the children about basic things about money. They can understand. They can understand. Key number 5, create your own money machine. You got to create a machine that creates money. There is a point when a man works for money or a woman works for money. But as 3 automatic money machines I want to touch on. 1, paper assets. 2, properties. 3, business. Let me touch on the paper asset. The thing I want to say about paper asset, investing in things like treasury bills, treasury bonds, fixed deposit, mutual funds, unit trust, the stock market, in a provident fund. When you know a paper asset, evidence of usika no paper. Now, a automatic money machine. It's as a scan sikani ye juma dem fasuaba without your involvement. You don't need to be involved for the money to make money for you. And where I sit and the things I've seen clients, I've seen people, and yet Obi say, men I make a channel. Meshian Crawford Busumi Bia interest all year on investment. Interest all year on investment, Busumi Bia no a 400,000 Ghana cedis. Interest all year on Busumi Bia no a 400,000 Ghana cedis. 400,000 Ghana. Let me convert it to pound sterling. You're looking at 400,000 Ghana cedis divided by 8. That is 50,000 pounds as interest every month. And yes, so Obi said, I am telling you. But when we conform to people asset as CNTM, because it doesn't happen overnight. You need time to make it happen. And when you are investing, there's always a relationship between risk and returns. The higher the returns, the higher the risk. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty. It does not cure it. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty. It does not cure it. Salary is the medicine for managing poverty. It does not cure it. Only a business or an investment cures poverty. Not everybody can run a business, but everybody can invest. Start investing now. Your salary must not be equal to your income. Your salary must be one source of income. You need to have multiple streams of income. There is nothing wrong with being an employee, but there is everything wrong with limiting your income to only salary. At least you can have investment that also generates income, passive income. Because you see, if you don't find a way to make your money work for you whilst you are asleep, you will keep working when you have to sleep. Real estate, properties is another automatic money machine. The thing about real estate is that you got to get the location right. If you don't get the location right, it's a complete waste of money. Property has to do with location. If you want to look at property, look at the location and get the location right. And then the business, Isaiah 60:11, your gate, it's plural. Your gates will always stand open. They will never be shut day or night, so that people may bring you the wealth of the nations. You got to create gates through which people will bring you money. You will never find anybody who is wealthy who does not have a money machine or who doesn't have gates. I know you have multiple streams of income. Money must come to you through different sources. You see, there are 4 sources of income. Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. Employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. The worst among the 4 is employee. Where the money is business owner and investor. Money is irrational. Money will not come to you because you're a good person. And do not see any business as too low for you or for yourself. I have a friend who did his master's in the UK, one of the good schools in the UK or Ghana. And then the board meeting that cross Paul. And always say Michelle suit anytime or board meeting. I was watching out with Remia, who may say Michelle suit anytime. Watching out by Rem, na me co farm. I own a piggery. Na me man prequediane. But Paul is scared film preco mubanaya and mong. I have a lady friend with a 3 master's degrees. Wakosia decor or year rent house in addition to the office. I have a friend who is a banker, who is also a DJ or a banker during the day and DJ at night. Do something legal in addition to your 8 to 5. you need to understand the concept of multiple streams of income. You need to have multiple streams of income. Very important. Very important. And the last key I want to share is launch operation 1 million. And this is 1 million Ghana. 1 million Ghana converted to pounds sterling is about 125,000 pounds. About 125,000 pounds. Commenting. 125,000 pounds. And I've been teaching Ghana for baby. Say, Obia bet me and Obi bet me investing 150 cedis a day. 150 cedis a day is so small. 150, which is about less than 20 pounds, about 20 pounds. Obia bet me ISR within 27 years. Obetwem 1 million Ghana, 300 cedis within 23 years, 6,000 a month. 6,000 a month, which is the equivalent of about 750 pounds, or within 8 years, no, 1.2 million. 1.2 million, who converted to pounds, you're looking at something about 150,000 pounds. And I am saying everybody can get it. You can make your 150,000 pounds. You got to build it up little by little. It won't happen overnight, but little by little, you can make it. Little by little, you can get it. You know, the financial independence journey is not a marathon. It's a marathon. The financial independence journey is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not going to happen overnight. You need time, you need commitment, you need a financial plan. John D. Rockefeller started working as a clerk, earning $3.75 per week. From this amount, he gave up to his church and saved 50 cents. It wasn't much, but it was a beginning. By the time he was 50, he was perhaps the richest man in the world. You build up little by little, little by little, and through the power of compounding, where you make interest and you don't take the interest would also make interest, and interest on interest makes interest, and your money keeps growing. Proverbs 13:11, dishonest money dwindles away, but he who gathers money little by little makes it grow. Obia, or 2,000 cedis every month. 2,000 is equivalent of about 250 pounds every month. Within 20 years, now we're 4.3 million. And I'm using the Ghana cedi. 4.3 million, 537,000 pounds. Within 30 years, now we're 26 million cedis. 26 million, and equivalent. About 3.2 million pounds. Of course, with time, because of the depreciation, the exchange rate will not be the same. The exchange rate will not be the same. And the analysis will be a little flawed because I am using current exchange rate. Obia, or 100,000 cedis. 100,000 cedis, which is about 12,500 pounds. Now, estimate me the 2,000 cedis account every month, which is about 250 pounds. Within 20 years, that's only pay over 7.7 million Ghana cedis. Today, we use a net pound equivalent. You're looking almost £1 million. The point I want to make is that you can make decent money into your future. Please don't look earlier than 5 years. Between 5 years and 30 years, everybody on this webinar could make £1 million. Believe you me. £1 million, your 500,000 pounds, you can make it. It's not going to happen overnight. It will be little by little, but you're going to get there. Key number 7, balanced family income. Balance is important. Balance in the family income. Let there be balance between the spouses. Families, so I encourage a balance in the family income between husband and wife. And again, balance looking for money with the other areas in life. Imagine life as a game in which you are juggling some 5 balls in the air. You name them: work, family, health, friends, and spirit. You will soon recognize that work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. The other 4 balls, family, health, friends, and spirit, are made of glass. If you drop one of these, you will be irrevocably scarred. So make money, but don't sacrifice your family for money. Don't sacrifice your health for money. Don't sacrifice your friends for money. And don't sacrifice your spirit for money. They are made of glass. If you drop them, they will be irrevocably scarred. So let there be a balance. Do not only invest in financial assets, invest in your health as well. Take regular exercise serious, take eating well serious, and take integrity serious. Proverbs 20:17, food gained by fraud tastes sweet to a man, but he ends up with a mouth full of gravel. Work hard, but let integrity guide us. Don't sacrifice your integrity for riches, else you will be financially rich, but you will be emotionally poor. You will be emotionally bankrupt. Of course, those who want to invest, I will recommend the EDC Fixed Income Fund. It has always done returns above the Treasury bill, always above the Treasury bill. Since we started the year 2013, the return has always been an average of about 3% above the Treasury bill. Great returns, liquidity, you can add money anytime and take money out. It happens to be the biggest fund in Ghana at the moment. So fund when one round to mean papa. But so fund when what Ghana has say, you know, it's about 270 million pounds. 270 million. It's the biggest fund in Ghana. And it's been structured such that 90% of the fund is invested in government and quasi-government securities, just to give you that comfort. Anything is achievable. Financial independence is possible. 4 pictures taken at the same place. One in 1990, one in 2003, 2007, and 2017. 4 pictures taken at the same place. Anything is achievable. Financial independence is possible. The city of Dubai, the ruler of Dubai. Anything is achievable. Financial independence is possible. Anything is achievable. That is the city of Dubai. Look at it. That is the city of Dubai. Anything is achievable. Those who want to take this knowledge to another level, when you are in town or you can arrange, we'll get my books to you to read. First one, the Foundation for Financial Independence. We are working on putting them on Amazon, so you can get them wherever you are. And then Financial Independence is possible. And then Operation 1 Million. Operation 1 Million. These are 3 books. I will encourage you, grab copies and read them. David Chilton, the Walter Baba says, the best time to plant an oak tree is 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. And I say, the best time you should have taken the decision to become financially independent was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Man of God, over to you. You gave me 1 hour. I've done exactly 1 hour. I didn't even add 1 minute. 1 hour, I hand it over to you.
Thank you very much, Elder Paul Mante. This is very insightful. It's very good, and we want to just interact with the presentation a bit. If you want to maybe ask some question, or you want to type a question in the chat box, you'll be able to see it or read it out now. We'll throw some more light on just so that we'll be able to get the informations very well. And I believe that the idea of the whole presentation is that you should make up your mindset that I'm going to be financially independent. You know, I'll be free. You know, sikanti na maya more sikanti me kobasa me kobansa me hu me hu ano, that kind of thing. We want to avoid that as far as possible. It's been a very wonderful session, and he's been doing these sessions, and like I said, he managed the time quite very well as well. Please, if you have some questions or anything, you can drop them in the chat box, or if you want to speak, you can just ask your questions whilst we have him to interact with him a little bit. I have to, in quote, I've rushed him, other than that, I'm going back to the book. breaking name and I may catch you. Okasika Samson Kanyamia Seven. And when you sit, you can listen and listen and listen. It has always been a blessing to those who listen to him. He's an elder of the church and very resourceful and helpful. It will be a question now. I'm very quite to a type of question, so I will read it for you, and then we'll take it from there. Some questions are coming through the chat. Maybe elders, you look through. So one said, if one interested in the EDC fund, can you help set up an account? Can you help set up an account? That's somebody's question.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. And you know, what I'll do is I'll project my screen. I'm extremely busy. Into one where Obeya frustrated with me. What I will do is those who want to set up, just send me a WhatsApp. Send me a WhatsApp with your name. I'll save your number and share with my team. Somebody will follow through and help you with the process. You don't need to be here. You can complete the forms online. You can print and complete forms, hard copies, scan and send to us, and we'll get an account open for you. So that's not a problem at all. So I will project my number again. Send me a WhatsApp and say you want to open an account with your name. I'll get somebody to help you with the process.
Twitter Chief Executive Officer John Joseph his frustrations with the United States.
Anybody with any question?
Hello.
Yes, Ada Jerry. Good.
Pastor, I wanted to ask, like, if you open the accounts, how do you transfer the money if you are in UK every month?
You do that through your bankers. We have clients in the UK who do that. So when I'll get my team to help you with the process, and it comes directly to our bank, Echo Bank.
Okay, so if I can get
we'll provide you the bank details. The thing about bank transaction is that once it goes through the banking system, you can always trace it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how do I get your number, your WhatsApp number or what?
Yes, yeah. I will project it shortly. I'm going through the chat box.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll raise myself with the questions.
Pastor,
okay.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Okay, anybody question, try and raise up your hand so that we'll be able to attend. So let's look at Mami Shira, and then Elder Boama will ask. Mami Shira, any language will be fine.
Okay. Elder Pacho, the enemy person me when say, where can we get more information on investments? Assuming you want to, because Okasanoka Bibi say it's something that you have to learn. It is a BIA or B background and yet financial management or in finance, but or if you want to have a knowledge in it, where can we go, or what would you advise? Because I said, especially in UK here, there are so many people. The moment you contact them, and also you show interest, it's said, but you also want to be sure, because what kind there is risk. So where can we get some information a bit?
Okay, thank you, Mami. Where can we, first of all, made my number to chat box them into me applique my number. Two things I want to say. Your financial education is your responsibility. Yada nyame say nyame nam sofo sam create a platform say. But anyasa ade we yenkyere wo school. It is a way when take it upon yourself to learn na obi ankyere. But sikasem no so is everybody's business. Whether you're a medical doctor, money is your business. Whether you're a pastor, you are an engineer, you are a teacher. Money is major. Everybody must measure money. It is major. Everybody must measure money. There is so much information on the internet. You can follow, you can have a lot of videos on YouTube that you can watch and you will be educating yourself. I have a lot of videos on YouTube. I faced the last 3 years, I did way me my friend say my calling, my ministry. And your bank ejuma na me na mo nyame nam ne ayeye no mo beboa nkrofo ama o musika asem at 2 years. Into me find say ministry. Into me find very personal. Sometimes people get worried for me. Elder o bread do and pay my cost so many akọ preach aba. Wiki makasa every evening in the church. And now yes, sorry, or China yes, sorry. You can see a beboa Christopher no matter to o musika asem ye. Into the last 3 years, I've committed to be sharing something on personal finance every Sunday. Every Sunday. You want to be on the broadcast list, you can also send me a WhatsApp and say you want to be on the broadcast list. Hey, free. You're in charge of free. Every Sunday, you get something on WhatsApp that will keep you awake, something that will prompt you, something that will encourage you to take this serious. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and get a lot of information there. And you can get books and read on them. It's your responsibility. So go the extra mile. It is better to spend some time to educate yourself and protect your money than to lose money. Sika ne pay a thing, but ulusu sika na ayamre. You can easily lose money. So that is what I want to say. If there is another question, let me pick this question on the chat box quickly before I come to Elder. Can you please expand on financial independence? Is it the same for everyone? No, it's not the same for everyone. Your desired lifestyle will influence what will make you financially independent. You may be somebody out there 500 pounds a month. You are cool. And not just our investment now. If you be able to be 6,000 pounds minimum, you are going to be fine. Obiso wa just 10,000 pounds a month, and on the end the desired lifestyle. So you need to determine what financial independence means for you and what kind of investment you need to build to become financially independent. Please, can you put your number here instead? I've put my number there for you. Another question. It's right to put up a property in Ghana compared to investing in any business whilst living in abroad. What I will advise you to do is to do safe paper assets because quiet, nobody knows. The thing about business is you cannot be an absentee entrepreneur. My wife is an entrepreneur. Yeah, you're running business. I tell you, UK or running business or Ghana. You can have Obi or you're very good who can take good care of the business for you. But Omusha, the entire Shiomo, the safest one I would say, when to me and you had their treasury bill. When you say Usika and you can get it back with the interest, or you can do the EcoBank EDC fixed income fund and you will be fine. Anytime you want to build, you can build. Anytime you want to buy a property, you can buy. Another one, please, I have EDC account in Ghana, but I cannot transfer money straight from here into the account unless I send it through relatives to deposit into my account. And sometimes they delay it. Any help? Okay. Kate or say, let's pick this up, send a WhatsApp to me and let me get somebody to help you. The other thing I need to be brave, so I am abroad, they say, abroad, or UK, or US, but or Momo, or MTN Momo account. And you know you can connect the Momo to a bank account. It's your Momo Visicano to the Momo, and you can directly invest money through the Momo. It's I don't know about the UK, but I know a few in the US who have Momo accounts right in the US, and they use it to move money. Until they move money from their bank account into the Momo, and you can use Momo to invest. Kate, send me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody has projected my YouTube channel and then the telephone number. So you can send a message to me either because you want to be on my broadcast list or you need somebody to help you with your investment. You do that, I'll get somebody to help you with your investment. But I encourage you, sign on to the YouTube. You will be surprised. I'll be sending a message. Or see on YouTube, you know, I had to say I saw Kanye or not dream. and they are free. You don't pay anything for it. Like I told you, it's my ministry. That is what I believe God has called me to do. To help people. There is another question in the chat box. Please, how does treasury bills interest work in Ghana? Treasury bill, you can do treasury bill for either 91 days or 182 days. We are 91 days every 3 months. The interest, you can tell them some interest in an account. You can also say interest should be reinvested for you. You can do 91 days, you can do 182 days, you can do 1 year, you can do 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Now, say issue 6 years, you can do 50-year bond. They are different. And you can also do the EDC fixed income fund, which is the EcoBank fixed income fund. Another question.
I think somebody's hand is up. Let's take Elder Boama. Elder Boama.
Elder Mante, thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor. I just had one question for you. If you have or someone have an EcoBank account, current account already, can I convert that easily into an EDC account?
Thank you. You cannot. There are 2 different accounts. So you need to still complete the EDC application form for us. It's quite a simple process to do.
Thank you.
So if you have an EcoBank account, we still need to complete the EDC because EDC is EcoBank Development Corporation. We are within EcoBank. But to do fund management in Ghana, you need a license from the Securities and Exchange Commission. EcoBank Ghana is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. EDC within EcoBank is licensed by the Securities and Exchange Commission. We are under 2 different regulators, even though we are all within EcoBank. The Securities and Exchange Commission, by your inspection, they want to see Elder Boame's file with EDC and not your file with EcoBank Ghana.
Okay. So you and EcoBank, are you a sister company or is just a unit within EcoBank?
No, we are a sister company. We are all owned by one parent, EcoBank Transnational Incorporated.
Okay, thank you very much.
Subsidiaries of ETI, EcoBank Transnational Incorporated.
Thank you. I'm happy.
Good. Any more questions? Anything in the chat? I think this question has been answered already. Is it right to put up a property in Ghana compared to investing in any business whilst living abroad? He's touched on that already. Is there any other question? In terms of properties, how much could you say is needed as initial capital to start with both buying and building outside of Accra, please? Michael is asking this question.
Can you take that for me again, please?
Is that in terms of properties, how much could you say is needed as initial capital to start with, both buying or building outside of Accra, please?
Okay, thank you. I am not a property expert. It's difficult to provide a direct answer. What I would say is if you want to get into properties, get somebody, a civil engineer, get somebody who can do quantities for you. Don't make the mistake of locking up money and to be on your quantities via or the 30,000 pounds about. Yeah, they are share property but the MWA and the Sikasa. That property naka won't na a food sikana local on onye bim betwaso no we and to get the quantities so you have an idea how much you will need. I would also encourage you, if you are building, anytime you are building or buying, especially in Ghana, you should know that it's either for consumption or investment. Consumption means ubetina dining. Investment means you want to make money out of the property. If you want to build for investment, then the location is very important. Ukosin we krasi baby sika mfaso bi amaso. Madam for be spending $80,000 one consult and or the $80,000 kosi that at the wrong place. Busumi bia rental income on 500 cedis. Who convert here and do $100 and do $100. Busumi bia near no nyano because the house is at the wrong place. I would say if you want to do properties, one, get the quantities right, get somebody who understands properties to guide you. Number two, the location also matters.
I think somebody is saying, please, what do you say about grow for me investment?
I don't know what the person means by grow for me investment. If you can throw more light, or if anybody understands him, it helps me to answer.
Okay, that was in the chat. That was from iPhone. It's up. Okay, who is that? All right, it's not clear. If you throw more light, for this session is very interesting and important. So if you have any questions and anything, the idea is that we will have financial knowledge and think about how we will grow. Senior elder obviously, when you want to think about in the UK setup and other things are there where maybe people who have that technical knowledge here can in future will do that. So I think the ladies did one last week or so, the women ministry, talking about the ISAs and the investment bonds, and here are the shares and funds. And then states. So the information we have got is a general thing for you to begin to open your mind and begin to think that in the next 10 years, where do I want to see myself? The next 20 years, where do I want to see? Whether I live in the UK or I live in Ghana, where do I want to see myself so far as my finances are concerned? Elder Sarkodie, I think your hand is up. You can ask a question now.
Yeah, also for I spoke about investment within where we find ourselves, especially in Ghana. Yeah. I think most of us are living in abroad, and in investing in Ghana, our children, our kids are living in abroad at the moment. He spoke about we investing in our children as well. So where do we stand? Do we invest in abroad for the future children, or invest in Ghana for our children? Just for them to find future as well. If I can speak something about it, thank you.
Many thanks to you for your question. The presentation I did 1 hour. The investment in Ghana and the key of the presentation. The real core of the presentation is a paradigm shift. And you know, where you would invest is your choice. You can decide to invest abroad. I am happy if you are investing. I am happy to meet you another 5 years and 10 years. And then you say, oh, I've built my first 500,000 pounds, my first £1 million in investment. I am happy. But as to whether to invest abroad or to invest in Ghana, it's a decision you need to make. The thing about investing in Ghana is that I am not in Faswan was saying investing abroad. The cedi would always depreciate against the pound sterling. Many calculation on the pound sterling, but my calculations on whoever has shared my number, if you permit me, let me share my slides again. Na memfa adie enchre nipa was our question na obisa no, and then I'll come to the person asking the question on the grow for me. I understand the grow for me now. So many pound sterling, but what they say cedi compared dollar. Cedi compared dollar. The depreciation of the cedi to the dollar, the last 8 years, 2013 to 2020, average near 13.3%. I don't think the pound sterling will be far away from this depreciation. But also to say EDC Ghana fixed income fund returns now over the same period now average near 21.6%. And even though the cedi is depreciating, the return you are making in cedis is far more than the depreciation. So it far more compensates you such that you get far more dollars. It will not just say the dollar returns will be another $1 or investing in the fixed income fund. No? The dollar returns is about 7 or close to 8% on the dollar. And I am sure it won't be far from the pound sterling. And you need to make a choice whether you want to invest in Ghana or abroad. The thing is that if you also invest in Ghana, I cannot tell you the next year, the next 5 years, how the cedi will depreciate. What I can share with you is historical figures. And I've gone back as far back as the year 1990 to date. It still makes more sense to buy treasury bills than to hold a dollar. I can't tell what will happen into the future, but you got to make a choice whether you want to invest purely abroad, you want to do Ghana, or you want to do a combination of the two. Now, the question on growth for me, investment, it's farming actually. So where you get into farming and somebody takes care of the farm. If somebody farming is great, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's an area myself and my wife, Linda, we're looking at getting into. Nancy, I call CB and all that. So it's an interesting area. The thing is getting a responsible person to take care of the farm for you when you are an absentee farmer. Unless, say, I know, say there are some schemes they are very well structured. Into the second farm, you have a clear idea how much you are getting out of the farm. If you find something like that and the returns is great, why not? Life comes with some risk. If you are too afraid, nothing gets done. You just need to be calculated with the risk you will take.
Excellent. Thank you. Any more questions? If not, then maybe a few closing remarks here and there. Any more questions or any contributions? Anymore. So again, we mentioned that please do your best to, if you subscribe to Elder Mante's YouTube channel, you get very snappy, good nuggets when it talks about finances. And I've been listening for some time now, and it's quite very helpful. And as you rightly mentioned, as to where to invest and everything is a choice you make. Because some of us, you live in here with all our kids and grandchildren and everything, obviously, the avenues to invest is also here in the UK. So like he's saying, Ambra, the awareness, awakening your mindset, awakening your thinking, reading around, where do I put, let's say this £200, where do I put this £300? For example, if you have ISA gives you up to about £20,000 a year that you can put in, that you get a little bit of interest without, tax here and there. When you be able to, recently, in fact, because I've been really thinking through every rich person that you look up on the Forbes list or whichever, they will tell you they made their riches normally through shares and bonds and funds, and the risk is huge anyway. But those who have the money as well are making it as well in a way. And what beer and ni ama afida say anatembre for a besan share bion a beyan come for say how far have we gone if I find it? But say Bushiano Makuma to Namunya under too much pressure when it comes to money. After living in Europe for all this many years, God will satisfy us and bless us when we have this kind of knowledge. It starts with a little £20 here and there, and I like that key. I've used it many times. Is it 70, 20, 10 principle? The 70, 20, 10. Every bill or every expenses that you have, if it goes more than 70% of your income, it is said that you can never be financially independent. Ensure that you are giving your giving to God, your 10%, your tithing, 20%, goes into your savings and your investment and everything. I know that God will bless us on that. So question we want to, at this moment, really thank Elder Paul Mante. In fact, I'm very grateful for this opportunity and for spending this time with them. We'll be able to Ghana and to Wetimia Kasama, and as an elder of the Church of Pentecost. Elder Mante. In fact, when I was reading him, I realized that he went to Ogasco, so I could have come to him straight away instead of going through the national. I went to Adisco, and those times we used to cover the Ogasco people. Adisco will be the first, Ogasco will be the second, and Kobocho will be last. You remember those ones? And I think it's the same year group or so. So God bless you so much. We are so grateful for this wonderful time you spend with us. I'm saying, question B I know so far. Oh, God bless you so much. And they're both from Milton Keynes also says this. We have been equipped and we trust God that our finances will improve. At this moment, maybe we'll spend 5 minutes just to thank God and to pray together and ask the Lord to help us. And say what they say, this knowledge in the